Alright, so last time I ended up getting the meat I had, or whatever. That goes in here for people who want to know how to do it. Goes in here, you put the meat on the string, you lower it, a monster nibbles on it, you bring it back up, and you got remains. The bone is covered in mucus. Good, good. Yeah, I had to look that one up. I had no idea what went on there.
I see that all the odd pieces you keep.
What the fuck? Oh, what the fuck? What is going on? Is that fucking supposed to happen? I feel like Alexander wants me dead. I don't know why. Wouldn't.
You had me worried. Quite frankly, I'm not sure what to do with you.
Probably kill me.
I hold no grudge against you, Daniel. We are so very much the same, you and I. Did you really drink from the amnesia mixture? It does explain so much of your behavior. You never did finish what you set out to do. You talked about redemption, how you would face the orb's shadow and save our work, and me. I will grant you another chance to redeem yourself. You can wait here and stop the shadow. Thank you, friend.
Escaping the cell has several solutions. In the very first version, there was only one solution to everything. Then by mistake, we had forgotten to remove the hammer item, so obviously testers tried to use it to break down the wall, complaining loudly to us when it did not work. So we added that possibility, and when doing so, all of a sudden the option was there for the player to have a metal bar item as well. So we also added a second solution on how to obtain the key in the pipe. You can use the metal bar to push it out. The original solution is to get the bucket, fill it with water and pour the water down the pipe. There is also a third option for getting out of the cell. Do you know how to do it?
No, I don't even, what? I don't even see pipes. You guys see pipes anywhere? What? I'm confused. What the fuck? What the fuck? Let me out of here! What the fuck, dude? Let me out of here. Am I just fucking blind? What? Yeah. Yeah. What the fuck?
He is lying.
Figured it out, boys. There's little left to say. I write solely to prevent myself from revisiting the memories of these last few days. I am fortunate I will fall asleep and time will pass without effort. I have begun to wean myself of my prison. Okay, when I first arrived, I felt like I was being buried inside a tomb, but now I feel the closed walls comforting me. As long as I am in here, there is no pain. The walls protect me from the outside. I even laughed earlier as one of my wardens dropped a key down the pipes. Gave me hope for a second, thinking I could escape if only I could somehow reach it from here. In my dreams, Alexander, I am king. In my dreams, I bested you and escaped your clutches, and returned with all the knights of the realm carrying pistols and sabers in my dreams. Yoink.
The player feedback from Penumbra Overture's chase scenes were that all who completed them on the first try liked them, and those who did not disliked them. So in order to make the upcoming chase scene engaging, the idea was to make it different every time you failed, instead of forcing the player to repeat the same thing over and over. So if you have failed it once, we do our best to make you believe that now is the time when the chase will begin. This is true for other parts of the game too, but I think it's most apparent in this section. This hopefully means that however you play the sequence, it ends up being thrilling and not annoying.
Oh my fucking god. Oh my fucking god. Why?
One of my favorite additions to the game was the loading screens, how they was able to mirror and foreshadow the action of the player. Of course, there might not be that many who actually pay attention to these little snippets of text, but there were some really good stuff in there. There is even one character's life you can influence through the game, which is only mentioned in the loading text, which is Hazel, Daniel's sister, which will either live or have died when she was young, depending on what the player chooses to do in the game. The actions don't correlate, of course, but it is supposed to show that the way the player acts is a part of Daniel's real inescapable behavior. If the player plays Daniel in a caring way, he will have saved his sister from her death when they were younger, and if the player shows no will to help others, she will have died.
Of August, 1839. Tonight, we will unlock the power of the orb and ultimately banish the shadow hunting me. I feel it closing in on me, and I fear for my life more than ever. Just outside Altstadt lays a small settlement where Zimmerman, a dairy farmer, lives with his wife and 3 children. Coach went there. Our visit was unexpected, but Alexander was able to strike Zimmerman down without alerting help. As he went to take care of the farmhands, I began to look for the children. We should have more than enough prisoners to finish the ritual now.
What the fuck?
In the original design, the player had to make sure to have all of the ingredients for the Agrippa potion before getting captured earlier in the game, or else it would not be possible to complete the potion in the laboratory. After early testing sessions, it was clear that this was way too harsh, as the player can't really escape the capture scene when he has all the 6 orb pieces. Luckily, this level had areas that all suited to add variations to the puzzles from the original ingredient gathering. Depending on what ingredients the player has when coming here, there will be extra objects and areas to interact with to gather the missing ingredients, allowing you to complete the sawing off Agrippa's head puzzle.
Time is running short. What are you doing? Time is running short. Thank goodness. Now, pay attention. First, feed me the tunnel, and then use the saw to remove my head.
Interesting.
Quickly, off with the head.
Sometimes you just can't get completely satisfied with your work. This level is one of those for me. I tested a lot of different versions for how the electric tunnel should sound and for how the orb should explode. In the end, I think it turned out okay, but it was definitely not how I imagined it to begin with. With the tunnel, I tried to have it a bit mechanical, but also with a wooden type of rotating sound to connect the machinery to the center of the story. The same with the electric barrier. It is very easy to get into too much of a sci-fi mode with a modern electric humming type of noise, so I did my best to keep it like a simple electric malfunction sound. With the orb explosion at the end, or perhaps the implosion of the orb, it was important to have a sound that would work when standing next to it as well as being far away, because the orb can explode when you wreck the machine for the tunnel. With this in mind, it is a very powerful but very damp and dull sound when the orb breaks.
The energy stream particle system was a pretty fun assignment to work at. After thinking a bit about it, I chose to make it in sections and put them together using the level editor and script, as creating a so big and complex particle system would have taken a lot of time to pull right. This way, I just made the start gathering part that happens right at the barrier passage, a midstream part that is repeated using areas and synchronized using timers in the script so it looks like a single stream, and the end part, when it gets to the orb. Then Thomas added some more details, and this what you can see here is the result of that. I must say I like how it ended up to be.
Of August, 1839. I cannot believe what I have become. One of the girls escaped and I chased after her all the way upstairs. I hunted her down and... What is a life worth? How many lives can I take before I surrender my own? Sure, I would kill a murderer to save an innocent, but to kill an innocent to save myself? A cold-blooded murderer.
Interesting. Fuck. Oh, fuck! What? Oh, what? Alright, the box was a good idea? For a second. Oh my god, boys, we fucking made it. Oh, we made it.
There are a few music clips which include some choir singing words, and I must tell you that these words doesn't mean anything in any language, or at least I didn't intend them to mean anything. I used a sample library which has its own word building function, so you can have a choir sing words. And I just invented words which sounded cool. So don't bother to think what they are singing, that's a waste of time.
From the beginning, this level was more of a mood level, with not much more to do than to explore it, find a diary and then continue on, into the final encounter with Alexander. When I started my polish of the level, I felt that as the second last level of the game, it did not really build things up so well. It was too simple for this late product. So at the start of the level, I've added a chase sequence where the guardian is getting close to you. You have to run in and close the door. It's a not a big addition to the level, but it gives that little feeling, I hope, that you are running out of time and that you have to push forward and face Alexander as soon as you can.
Oh my god, we fucking made it, boys.
I was wondering.
The main issue with this level was the
I see Agrippa convinced you to run some errands. Tell me, is everything nice and clear now? Am I the villain? Good and evil. Such comforting concepts, but hardly applicable. Are you so blind that you see no good?
I'd want
in
power
evil
too if my weenie
or
was that
evil
small.
in
Holy
Agrippa?
shit.
The main issue with this level was the build-up of the sound and balancing that with the voice of Alexander. I had to make sure that all the sounds and music in the level start out at a really low volume, so that there is a lot of room for them to get louder and for more sounds to play as the time is
Whoa.
running short and the portal opens. I also tweaked it so that Alexander's voice is louder at the end than what it is at the beginning, to make sure it is always easy to hear what he has to say. If you listen to the music, you will notice that halfway through the countdown of the portal opening, it changes to a more intense and stressful version. There are also the monoliths rotating in the air that has a deep grinding sound that gets quicker and louder the closer you get to the end.
This is it, man. This is what we've been fighting for. I'm gonna do the special ending with the old boy's head, but you can knock these pillars down if you wanted to kill him. All three of them. And you get pissed and die. But I'm gonna do the special ending for my boy. With my boy No Jaw. This is for you, No Jaw. Come on, man. Oh, Ben. Oh, Ben.
A whole other world. Isn't it beautiful? I can finally return home. But you know, you fool! You have ruined us!
Die, bitch. Die, bitch. That's for my boy No Jaw. It was worth it. Ugh. Am I supposed to do something? Oh my god. I am supposed to do something. My bad, guys.
There he is. Do you see him, Vaya? He deserves so much more. Please, help him. I know you can.
Hey, we didn't die, or at least hopefully it sounds like he help us, and they're fucking magical people, so
Don't worry, Daniel.
it will be
all
alright. Fuck yeah. Hey, let's go, dude. Let's fucking go. Is there a cutscene for that? No? Alright. Thank you guys for watching. This has been Amnesia the Dark Descent with 7 wicked fucking sins. Let's go, guys. We did it. We did it. Oh, if you guys like this series, I'll do Machine for Pigs, and then I will do the newest one. But that's only if you guys like it. So, like the video, pass it to your friends if you do. You know, listen to me deal with horror is probably a fun time. Alright. I love all of you guys. Thank you for sticking out with me this long, and I'll see you guys next time.